Well, that's even heavy.
It's a task most of us wouldn't even think twice about.
There you go.
Making a grilled cheese sandwich.
It's going to be the harder part.
Holding onto the spatula.
But for Pam Bushley, it takes every ounce of concentration and coordination because she's learning to do it with new arms.
Ready? Not quite. Let's try again.
It's amazing that Pam can find anything to laugh about because she not only lost her arms, but her legs too. But to Pam, those are small sacrifices considering the alternative.
Every day is icing on the cake, because I'm alive.
Last December, Pam was home recovering from a routine surgery when she became very ill. Her husband rushed her to the emergency room and doctors diagnosed her with sepsis. They gave her a less than 1% chance of surviving.
They were very clear to us that there was a very good likelihood that there would be amputations. It was just a matter of how much.
Pam was put into a medically induced coma. Tourniquets were placed on her arms and legs so that her blood could help save her vital organs and ultimately her life.
It was awful.
And to make it worse, Pam had no idea what had happened to her until she woke up from her coma 53 days later.
I was just confused. I felt confused, like where are they? Where are my arms and where are my legs?
But losing them was the only way to save her life. The sepsis infection was one of the worst cases doctors had seen in a healthy patient.
We were not even sure she was going to survive.
Dr. Stephen Bloom is a rehabilitation physician with Mary Free Bed in Grand Rapids. He's helping Pam with her rehabilitation and has seen the number of amputations caused by sepsis increase over the last several years.
These bugs are much more virulent, they're much stronger, and they're opportunistic. The infection can get so bad before you can even identify what bug that is or what antibiotic will cure it.
Dr. Bloom believes it's in part due to the overuse of antibiotics.
Now we're seeing perfectly healthy people like Pam develop this overwhelming sepsis, and that's because of the new superbugs that have developed because of antibiotic usage over the years.
And not all of them survive. Pam knows she's lucky and gladly accepts her new body. She even painted her prosthetic toes.
I've really had every day feeling grateful.
She's dedicated to her rehabilitation at Mary Free Bed, hoping she can return to her job at Brookwood and Challenger elementary schools in Kentwood this fall. And she has other goals.
I am really looking forward to walking without any assistive device.
And riding her new recumbent bike. But mostly Pam wants to be a positive voice for those who have lost hope because she believes in a strange twist of fate. Her amputations allowed her to grow.
Have even more empathy and more understanding of what it takes to overcome something that's heartbreaking and that you never thought would happen to you.
Something that's only happened to one other person in the last 20 years of rehabilitation at Mary Free Bed.
You look good. You're nice and upright. Just keep that head up. Try and take a little bit wider shoulder width apart step.
I remember being certain that I needed to get to Mary Free Bed. At the core of it is developing relationships with people. That's what heals.
And then down and across and kind of squat a little bit. Bend those knees if you can.
I developed a rare form of sepsis and was taken to the emergency room by my husband.
There was a team around her of a dozen professionals setting a central line and proceeding to save her life.
We had to make a decision in order to redirect blood flow to my vital organs so I would live, to amputate both my arms and my legs.
That right leg is staying much straighter. It's not kind of going in. I'm not seeing that knock knee anymore.
Right.
We learned, in fact, her chances of survival were less than 1%, and she beat that. She had the amputations. It was a foregone conclusion in my mind that we'd come to Mary Free Bed. In my estimation, and based on some research I had done, is one of the top 6 institutions like this in the country.
I needed to get to Mary Free Bed. I needed to get to a place that knew how to help me recover. I had people saying, you're going to be able to walk. You're going to walk. You're going to be able to use your arms again. We're going to teach you how to do that. That hope was what I needed more than any form of medicine. In tandem with learning to use these prosthetics, I was learning to use myoelectric prosthetics via a computer. I'm extending right now, extending my hand so I'd be opening it up. strongly enough that it's registering on the MyoBoy. So I'm practicing that now so that when I have the opportunity to use a myoelectric hand, I'll be able to use it, effectively.
Relaxing your entire arm and just bringing your wrist back. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Good job. Now relax. So go ahead and send that open signal again. So if I bring the thumb out here, and you go ahead and now send the closed signal, you're going to get a full fist if you close all the way.
I've Googled them, I've looked online, but I haven't actually seen the iLimb, in action. And to be able to move it, just remarkable. Makes me feel like I'm going to be able to do this. I'm going to be able to go on, and I'm going to be able to return to work, and I'm going to be able to take my arms and hug somebody, all of those things.
Mary Free Bed gave us the opportunity to move forward and not lament the past, but embrace the future, but be in the present as we do it.
Those experiences, I developed the relationships with my therapist that I think led to all of the progress that I've made, because I really think at the core of recovering from something so traumatic, at the core of it is developing relationships with my therapists and with my nurses and with my doctors. That's what heals. Being able to use my life to give back as much as possible to people who might have lost hope. That's the opportunity that I've gained.